Hey, what's going on, my trapping watchers? Today's August the 16th, 2021. We've been trapping, watching in the charts for Fuelcell. So I wanted to come through today and I wanted to talk to you about where I'm looking for the price in Fuelcell to go, all without being confused. So if you're interested in Fuelcell and where price is anticipated to go, you're at a great spot, because we'll tell you we don't care if the price goes high, we don't care if the price goes lower, because we understand that we can profit either way, right? So now, before I break into our last price prediction, before I talk about where I'm looking for the market to go in Fuelcell, tap that thumbs up button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel only if you appreciate our content and only if you want to learn more about how to read charts without being confused. I mean, we've been doing this for a while and we have never given you all any fundamental analysis. We don't care about the earnings reports. We don't care about earnings per share, EBITDA, none of that mess matters about price. The only thing that's able to move price is what you and I are willing to buy and sell these instruments for, period. Because you cannot put a value on a company's earnings reports, i.e. they term it as valuation, but your value for, let's say for instance, Fuelcell will be different from my value, right? So how can we create a market when you value something totally different than what I value it? See, that's why valuation, fundamental analysis is pointless, because your price as to what you think it should be worth is totally different from what I think it should be worth. I.e., you cannot create a market that way. You're standing on one island and I'm standing on another island, and we cannot come together on an agreement on price. You think Fuelcell may be worth $100 a share. I may think that it's worth $5. I'm willing to buy Fuelcell for $5 while you're willing to sell it for $100. Can you see that gap? You can see why it's very important for us to have a trap. That's why we trap watch. It's because we pay attention to what he does. It's his job to go out every trading day and make a market. He has to bring those individuals together to agree. I'm willing to part with my Fuelcell stock at this price to another person that said I'm willing to buy it at that price. It's just that simple. So everything outside of what I just told you is literally fog and confusion, even technical indicators. So the sooner you remove all of that, the better you'll be. Honestly, you will. You'll begin to see the market a lot clearer. You begin to understand that the market, maybe it is manipulated, but still I can eat off the market. While everyone else is running around talking about, I don't understand. I don't know why the price went down. It should have went higher. Well, you don't understand the market. That's all. The market doesn't operate off of news and reports. It operates off what the trap does, period. So hit us up. Join us. We're here. All right, now let's do this real quick. The last time we did the price prediction in the Fuelcell, you guys can see, was right there on July 23rd, 2021. We told everyone on that particular video to be prepared to let the market in Fuelcell drop, right? So out the gate, we did see the price in Fuelcell drop slightly. It only came down to $6. I'm not sure what we told you all that our TP area was going to be at. TP simply means to take the profit, okay? Because usually we give two areas. The first area will be a TP price. The other one will be the ultimate area of TP, right? So as this market in Fuelcell traded, towards the end of our prediction, you guys can see that the market bounced, that it went higher, right? You can see it. And from our perspective, now let's not get it twisted. I will see people try to leave a comment on this video and say, look, you got stopped out. No, we don't do stop losses. Well, we do stop losses. We just don't tell people about it. We don't tell the trap where our stop losses are at, because we give him too much credibility, too much information when we do that. Every time you leave a stop loss in these exchanges, he can see that. So why would you tell him where you're willing to lose? That's literally what stop losses are all about. You're telling everyone that you're willing to lose your position, that you're comfortable with losing at this certain price. Why would you give someone that information? That's ridiculous. Only you need to know where you're willing to take your loss. Don't give it to him. So check this out. we were not at a stop loss. We told everyone that the play of weakness is still on the table as long as this price does not break above $8. You can see it tried right there on August the 10th. The market in the Fuelcell tried to break above our area of restriction, but it didn't. And look at the performance since then. The price has been going down. We understood that. So we wasn't scared. We wasn't nervous that the price in Fuelcell was up here trading around $8 because we concluded closing off of $8 and the price didn't close above it. So we kicked back and said, we're still good. There's no need for us to worry because we still see that the market got rejected as what we talked about back there on July 23rd. All right. So basically what happened from August the 10th to August the 13th literally lets us know that there's still weakness here in the market. It's just that simple. Because if the market in Fuelcell wasn't weak, the price first would have closed above $8. And secondly, in the last 3 days, the price would have continued higher in price. But instead, we got the opposite. So we appreciate the trap and the information that he gives us because we can get in position and still win, right? So now I'm going to clean up the chart. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this prediction, right? So if we were to get out right on the close of Friday, that's around 3.5%, right? Let's just put that away, not too much. I just wanted to come in and clean up the chart in Fuelcell, but I'm still pushing the narrative that the market is weak here, okay? Now, this horizontal line in Fuelcell literally takes us here. Okay. Now, for us to see the price in Fuelcell get rejected once again at $8, we now know that we will continue to go lower in price so long as Fuelcell cannot break above $8. We know that now. So as I look at the different time frames in Fuelcell, okay, you may not want to hear it because you might be on the buy side of the market in Fuelcell. I get it, but it is what it is. You cannot will your way to higher prices in the market. You just have to be in position. So let me show you all the price in Fuelcell on a 3-day time frame, okay? Because take a look at all this volume. One thing we tell everyone in our community is pay attention to the volume because it lets us know how active the market has been, who came in, who participated, or who didn't. Only big institutions is able to give us this much volume right here. Regular retail, you and I cannot create this much volume. Only big institutions, hedge funds, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, a lot of these other institutions have the ability to act in one market with this much volume. Somebody sold in Fuelcell over the last 3 days, right? Or 6 days. Because if it wasn't, the price wouldn't have closed off of the highs, off the high volume. That's how we also know that the market in Fuelcell is weak. Look at this on the 5-day. This is even worse. You guys can tell, like, the market gives us information. It is only us who is unwilling to interpret it and use it to our benefit because we want the price so badly to go higher. But the market clearly tells us that it's not. You can see it right here on this 5-day time frame, even here, even up here. Like, we have plenty of visualization showing us that the price in Fuelcell is weak. So why would you want to come in and think it's different? Even look on the weekly. This is another reason why the price in Fuelcell is weak. We got the market closing on the low of the weekly price bar, right? You see that? And then the volume came in heavy. So the market was selling last week. I don't care what anyone tries to tell you. There's no convincing me that the market was buying on that. Somebody came in and really sold off into the market because they wanted to get off their positions. And so many retail traders, investors were willing to buy it up because they think that the market price in Fuelcell is going to continue to go higher in price. But no, I don't think that yet. I still think that the market is going to go lower in Fuelcell, so I'm going to continue to play that. So let me do it. And I'm going to show you the areas. We already know that $8 is restriction in the market in Fuelcell, right? We know that. How low can the market go in Fuelcell? Because if we break this horizontal line, it's really going to be a massive move to the downside. So first of all, we need to be prepared to take some profits off the table right there at our horizontal line. That would be an area of take profit, which is around what? $5.50, $5.65. Be prepared to eat off that price, right? Now, from the 5-day, from a weekly perspective, even take a look at this. 2 weeks. Look how weak the market is, right? Can we see the price in Fuelcell come all the way down to this level? $4.30. Yeah, you probably don't like that if you definitely trying to look for the price in Fuelcell to go higher. But this market is definitely giving us some weakness right now. The only way that the price in Fuelcell will not hit $4.25 and 30 cents is if, right? Which is what I'm going to be on the lookout for, is if this price holds and trades above this horizontal line. That's it. But given the amount of pressure of weakness in Fuelcell, given the amount of weakness bars that I'm seeing, it doesn't look likely that the market is going to hold that ascending, that horizontal line that I got drawn on my chart. It doesn't look like it. So we're going to continue to play the weakness into the market in Fuelcell. So now let me take this back over to the daily, clean up the chart. Okay. Right there. And we're going to hold right there around $8. I can even see right here as being a restriction area, $7.50. But understanding how we got rejected once already around $8, we'll keep it up there. Okay. And we're going to TP out the market, just a little bit of profit right there around $5.65, because that can literally keep the market from dropping. So I want to come in, take our soldiers out the war with the profitability and move on to another play, only under the premise that the market reverses course. Because as you can see, I'm playing in weakness to bring it all the way down to $4.30, give or take. A little higher, a little lower. But that's it. Let me know. This is the newest play that we're going to run in a Fuelcell. I know you all may be bullish into the market, but you got to keep it real. You got to keep it a buck. The market here, as you can visually see, is in a downtrend. Let me show you this too. Be prepared for this earnings. As we've seen this market in Fuelcell go lower, I want to be surprised for the trap to act on this event to try to push the price higher. I'm just saying. Because we've been in such a sustained movement lower, he will need to justify some reason as to why to push the price higher. And that would be one reason right there. Just be prepared for it. All right, that's it. Drop me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what do you all think about Fuelcell, where you think the price is going to go over the next 3 weeks, all without being confused. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.